Here we go then, folks. That is Disneyland Park behind me. We're here at 8:35 a.m. just for the start of the extra magic hour. Let's have an explore of Disneyland Park. All right, might end up being extra magic, 15 minutes or so. By the time we've got through this queue, it's now 20 to 9. We eventually found the extra magic hour entrance, but it looks like many other people found it too. I guess you probably have to be here a little earlier than the 8:30 time when that actually starts. So we are in, and although we're not officially here for Halloween, the Halloween season doesn't officially start until a couple of days' time, but we have some of the Halloween stuff out. We also have Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse saying hello to everybody up there. Yeah, there's quite a lot of the Halloween stuff out. It's kind of half finished Halloween. We were in here yesterday and I'm expecting there to be a little more Halloween today than there was yesterday. I think they're setting it up overnight. But yeah, it's quite cool to see the mixture of Halloween and 30th anniversary stuff, because when we're here, 30th anniversary ends on Saturday. It's currently Wednesday. So 30th anniversary ends on Saturday, Halloween starts on Sunday. So we're very much in a crossover period. So our plan now, continuing what we did yesterday, which would have been our previous video, the travel day, but we rode a ride we've never ridden before, which was the Phantom Manor. We are now aiming for another one of the rides we've never ridden before using our magic hour, Peter Pan's Flight, which Anna has wanted to do for years. It was closed last time we were here, so we are making a beeline for there. I say we, Anna is well ahead of me, making a beeline while I'm trying not to get out of breath and puff and pant in the video whilst catching up with her and just having a look at some of the cool stuff that we've got going on around here. These bits up there weren't there yesterday, so they have moved a little bit further down Main Street with the Halloween decoration now, which is very cool. And there, of course, we have the castle in front of us. When we were here about 18 months ago, that was being renovated. So we've not actually been in there since the renovations, so we will check that out later today as well. But it's just nice to see the castle unobstructed. In fact, talking of unobstructed castle, we've got a character breakfast booked for tomorrow morning, which I think takes place over there. But the key thing about it, for Anna anyway, I'm all about the character breakfast, but Anna's particularly excited because our character breakfast is at 8:15. We're allowed in the park from 8, so half an hour earlier than the extra magic hour even begins. The guy on the reception at the hotel said that is the time before your character breakfast to get over here and get a photo in front of the hotel with nobody else around. So that'll be in the next video, which will be the character dining video. So very much worth checking that out, because Anna is very excited about getting a picture in front of that castle with nobody else around. I need a scooter to keep up with her. Goodness me. I'll meet you at Peter Pan. So here we go. I think we came the long way round, but we have made it. Now we're just looking for the disabled entrance, which I guess, is this it? Maybe it's over there. It's usually on the exit to the ride. Over here, do we reckon? So we are on. We've been wanting to do this one for a while, and it looks very cool. As ever, we're not going to do full ride POV. That's not what these videos are about, really. And it's a bit too dark to do it, but I'm excited. I'll give that a 4 out of 10. I've never seen Peter Pan, and I had my sunglasses on, so I couldn't really see what was going on either. And by the time I realised it was a dark ride, I couldn't swap my proper glasses around. So Pirates of the Caribbean now, which I know is a solid 8 out of 10 ride. So let's go and crack on with this one, which is right next door. In fact, scrap that plan. Apparently Pirates doesn't open until 9:30. So we're gonna find something else. So best shop in Disneyland, the giraffe shop. Unfortunately, it sells stuff that isn't giraffe based as well, but there's usually some good giraffe stuff in here. Let's have a little look. I can't see anything with a giraffe on it. That's sad. There's lots of Lion King stuff. They did have giraffes in here last time. There's giraffe leggings nearly. Leopard leggings. Oh, that hat is sensational. That bucket hat.
What ears are they?
The Mickey ears on it.
Behind you?
Where am I looking?
Behind you?
Oh, they're like snake skinny ones. What else have we got in here?
Oh, Kevin.
What? What are you pointing at? Oh, well. I've been in this shop like 5 times before, never noticed him before. That's really cool. So while we're over here, next stop, Aladdin's little passage thing, because we've never really been able to do this properly in the past either, because certain small people are not a fan, but I like it, and Anna's never really been able to have a proper look. But it is very cool. You just basically walk through it and you have all these different scenes from Aladdin, which is cool. I like it. I like stuff like this more than the big scary rides, to be honest. Get in there and rub it. Even during Magic Hour, the queues to meet the characters are pretty big. I think that's Stitch around there. But we are heading into Frontierland, which the first time we came to Disney, we did a whole day in the park and didn't realise this was here. And then found it the next day. But it is one of our favourite bits. We're actually booked to have a meal in here later today. I say later today, in like 12 hours time. We're booked into the steakhouse, which is just around here on the left. What we're hoping to do, I don't know if it's going to be running just yet, is get on the big riverboat, because when we did that with Andy, Anna didn't get to actually come outside on it because he wanted to just sit inside. But they've got loads more of the Halloween stuff in here as well, which is very cool. Lots of very cool Halloween bits just kind of scattered around the place, which is awesome. Because my busiest time of the year work-wise is September, October, November, because Football Manager comes out. I never thought I'd get to see Halloween at Disneyland. So it's quite cool that they've got a few of these bits out early. Even if it's not the full effect, it's still very cool. So it looks like the big boat doesn't run until 9:30 either, so we'll come back. We've only got about 15 minutes to wait, but Big Thunder Mountain is there as well, which is definitely not my kind of thing. I'm not a roller coaster guy. Anna's been on that before, so we have some Halloween merch going on around the place as well. And Anna is very much matching in with the decor, because the flowers she's got on her scooter are the same as the flowers they're using to decorate the whole area, which is cool. This guy looks friendly as well. Yeah, this is all very awesome. I like this a lot. I think me and Anna should dress like that for dinner tonight. If we can find those outfits, that is how we're dressing. Just hanging out with my new friend. So we are coming round to get into the queue for the big riverboat. We did the Haunted Mansion yesterday. I think in the previous video, I called it the Phantom Manor. I don't know which one is right. I think it's the Haunted Mansion. It's got various things written on it. It's very confusing, but the big boat is on its way back. In fact, I think we're going to come back and see that later in the day, because it's not open until 10 o'clock. So we'll loop back round into Frontierland. I mean, we need to come back in here for dinner later today anyway, so we can maybe do a little pre-dinner ride on the river. Little tip for you if you're visiting and don't get the magic hours, a good spot to stand to get a picture of you in front of the castle without loads of people around. It's around the side there. Much less busy. The park is open now for general admission, but because it's really early, still not got lots of people in yet. But we're heading back into Adventureland because Pirates of the Caribbean should be open now, which is, I think, aside from Small World, which we did yesterday, I think Pirates is my favourite ride that we haven't yet done since we've been here on this trip. So we are heading up that way. Little nod to the giraffe shop as well as we go past again. Good morning again, Mr. Giraffe. Something I'm seeing lots of people have, but I've not seen any of the shops yet, is little Disney characters that sit on your shoulder. I've seen loads of them. Stitch. I think there's a Mickey Mouse one. There's a Groot one. There's quite a few. Lots of people are wearing them, but I'm not seeing them anywhere. So keeping my eye out for one of those. I would love to get myself a little shoulder friend. But back onto Adventure Isle, home of Pirates of the Caribbean. Probably, arguably, the best themed area of the entire park. It is very cool over here. Boo hiss, Pirates of the Caribbean still closed, having some technical difficulties, so we are now heading into Fantasyland, which we're probably just going to pass straight through to, I want to say Discoveryland. Is that the one where Buzz Lightyear is? The one where Space Mountain is, over there somewhere. We're going to cut straight through this area and try and do the Buzz Lightyear ride, because that one is cool. And the last time me and Anna came on our own, we got halfway around, got evacuated from the ride, got a ticket to get back on, but never got to go back on. So that one's on the list to tick off as well. It's getting busy in here now. It's only 20 to 10. The park's only been open 10 minutes, but it is getting busy. I think either way gets us there. Slight detour on the way. We're trying Pinocchio. We've never been on Pinocchio before. May as well give it a try. Okay, this is not Pinocchio. This is very much Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Fair enough. I don't know how we've ended up in the wrong ride, but it seems fun. Yeah. I'm sure the sign out the front said Pinocchio. I don't mind this. Well, I'm very confused about what we've just done, because we walked in there, which is very much Pinocchio, followed the corridor around where they told us to go, and ended up in there, which is very much Snow White. It was a fun ride. Absolutely not the ride we were aiming for. There's no way to get down here. You have to go down the other way. This is just steps. Yeah, that's where we were aiming. I guess there's two different disabled entrances in the same place. Okay, so I now see what we've done. This is the entrance, the disabled entrance for Pinocchio. That is the disabled entrance to Snow White. So we've just walked past this one thinking we were going to end up in there for Pinocchio, and just ended up down there. So, take two. Let's try again for Pinocchio. So attempt 2 was also a failure. Someone told us we were in the wrong place, and I think we have now found the actual disabled entrance to the Pinocchio ride. These are sometimes not as well marked as they could be. You have to just look out for their little symbol. And if you're in the wrong place, there's no signposting to point you towards where that symbol would be. But another ride we've never done before. I guess that door there? It's again not clear at all, is it? I guess it must be in there. Or I don't know. I have no idea. There's 2 doors. Right, I'm no Disney expert, but I think that guy is definitely Pinocchio. And I think we are now on the right ride. There we go, got on that in the end. They're all very similar rides, those ones. Peter Pan, Snow White, Pinocchio, all similar ideas, just a nice little slow go around looking at stuff from the movies. I quite like that kind of thing. It's not even, in fact, it is just gone 10 a.m. and I think we're already closing in on having been on more rides than we've ever been on in a park day at any park, anywhere ever. Certainly for me and Anna. What's that, 4, 5 at this point? That's mad. Right, we need to head back through the castle now, because that gets us into where Buzz is, unless you want to do one of the ones over here, like Small World. Anna's not a fan of It's a Small World. It's my favourite ride. We will get on that again before we go home. But I don't know how well the camera's picking it up now. It is so busy. Main Street in particular is insanely busy. And obviously there's a lot of people trying to get the castle photo that I think we're just walking through everybody's pictures, but there's literally no other way to get through. Hello, Mr. Horse. I wasn't expecting to see a horse just randomly standing there. He's got work to do. But we are heading this way. I'm sure this is Discoveryland. I might be, all the real Disney adults might be screaming at me in the comment section now. But me and Anna are very much beginners in the world of being a Disney adult. There you go, I'm not a complete buffoon, it is Discoveryland. So this is the 4th of the 4 lands that there are here in Disneyland Park. We've already been in the other 3, although we've only really walked through Fantasyland. We've not really been on any rides. And in fact, we've just literally been on 2 rides in Fantasyland. I'm talking absolute nonsense, but this is where, is it still Hyperspace Mountain? It got rebranded to the Star Wars branding, didn't it? But that's Space Mountain in front of us. And then round to the left, we have the, well, they've got Star Tours as well. But it's Buzz Lightyear that we're here for. Not really into Star Wars. In fact, Space Mountain is close. That's Space Mountain and Pirates both closed at the same time. Arguably the two biggest, most well-known rides in the entire park, wouldn't you say? That needs fixing. It's Buzz Lightyear time. And all these rides are very dark inside. Well, having been on that ride once before, learnt something today I didn't know previously. You can shoot the same target over and over again. The ride stopped partway around. I was literally right in front of a target. I added like 60,000 points to my score. Anna was furious. Does it show our scores on here? That's a shame. I would buy one with my excellent score on if it did. Around 71,000. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's certainly good for me because I'm rubbish at that ride. But like I say, most of the points were from one target. It's ridiculous that you can shoot the same one over and over and over again. But I'm not going to complain. Well, for now, we've done all of the open rides that we want to do. We want to do Pirates of the Caribbean, but that's not open yet. We want to go on the riverboat tour thing. That's not open yet. It's only 10:30, but when you're thinking of the number of rides we've been on, if we'd have had to have queued up for all of those rides, it probably would be like 2 o'clock. So I don't feel too bad about wandering back down Main Street. We're going to go and do a little bit of shopping. Anna wants a Loungefly bag. We want some lanyards to put our magic passes in because they are getting in the way. I think this is where the character breakfast is tomorrow. Plaza Gardens. So I think that's where we're aiming for tomorrow morning. But yeah, we're going to go and do a little bit of shopping, head back to the hotel for a bit, maybe have a little nap to catch up on some sleep because yesterday we were up at 3 a.m, didn't go to bed until gone 11, so we had full travel day, full day in the park. Then we were up at 6 this morning to do the magic hour, so we might go back and have a nap for a couple of hours, head back into the park this afternoon. Our dinner reservation isn't until 7, and we'd probably do the illuminations again afterwards. So I think a couple of hours, get back in here for like 3 o'clock, and hope that those rides are open then. We can keep an eye on the app from the hotel, and as soon as Pirates opens up, we can head back over. We've still got studios to do as well. That might be a this afternoon job, that might be a tomorrow job. We will see. Obviously they've got the Avengers campus in there, which I am very keen to get to. There you go, another step made in my evolution into Disney adult. I have a lanyard to keep my magic pass in. I got fed up of fishing it out of my wallet every time I needed to show it. We are going Loungefly shopping now. Parade starts in 10 minutes. I think we'll check a parade out this afternoon maybe. We're not that desperate to see a parade. But we are going to head out hoping that the Disney Village will be a little quieter while the parade is on. So we're going to head out to the Disney Village, get Anna sorted out of a Loungefly bag because she has got a big old beach bag that she's using as her bag today and she's just constantly losing stuff in it. So we'll get her a cool bag and then dump a few bits at the hotel, recharge a little bit and decide what the plan is for this afternoon. Pirates is still closed at the moment, so we're leaning towards going to studios this afternoon now and checking out the rest of Disneyland Park tomorrow. Right, we've seen first evidence of these shoulder things actually existing. We have shoulder forky. So the idea is they have a little magnetic bottom and come with this little magnetic patch that goes inside your shirt. So we've got forky, we've got crab fella off of Mermaid. I've seen someone with a Groot. Now I know they are here. I need to find the rest of them. They might not. This is the World of Disney shop in the Disney Village. They might not all be in here, but they do exist. We just need to find the rest of them. Anna's still looking for a Loungefly bag. I don't even know where she is. There's too much choice, if anything. She doesn't know which one to buy, and they're so expensive she can't get more than one. Right, decision has been made. She wants the hotel one that you can only buy at the hotel, so we're going to head back there, get her a bag, because look at the state of the one she's using. She needs an actual usable bag. So we're going to head back to the hotel, get her that Loungefly. She wants to do this as well. She's been talking about this for years. They basically scan your eyes, and they can do like a mashup of your two eyes together. They have it in London, and we've always looked at doing it there. I imagine it's probably cheaper in London. Success. We're in the other big shop in the village. I'm getting a Groot, and I think Anna is going to get Stitch, who's over here. But they are just cool. They just sit on your shoulder. They're great. I don't even know how much they are. As soon as I saw someone with one, I knew I had to get one. 20 euros. but they are cool. Well, I've had a lovely swim, I've had lovely lunch at Earl of Sandwich, and I've had a lovely shower, a lovely rest, and as you can see, I am now appropriately attired for an afternoon back in the parks. We've had confirmation via the app that Pirates of the Caribbean is now open, so we're going to head back into Disneyland Park, do Pirates of the Caribbean, do the riverboat thing. There was one more we wanted to do, and I can't remember what it was. There was another. We'll remember when we get there, I'm sure, and then we can do studios tomorrow. We've also got our meal in Frontierland booked for 7 o'clock as well. So it is now nearly 3 o'clock. It's been about 3 or 4 hours since we left the park. We've had a nice long rest. But yeah, time to head back over there. And there's Anna with her little friend on her shoulder as well. These things are great. Even better than the Mickey Mouse ears. Because we're massive nerds, we decided to follow a Pokemon Go route to take us back to the park to meet an objective in game. We've come round the back of the Disney Village. We've never been round here before, which is why we've never seen these giraffes before. But there you go, Disney giraffes. And this is the back end of the Disney Village, which I think is literally just McDonald's, which we've always hidden away from and pretended wasn't here. So Andy never found out about it. And yeah, then we're just back into where we normally go. But yeah, this is the back end of the Disney Village. I just terrified myself. I just looked to the left. I was like, who the hell was that? And I realized it was Groot sat on my shoulder. I thought there was someone walking right next to me. That was terrifying. So here we go then, third attempt of the day to get onto Pirates of the Caribbean, which is now, as you can imagine, with it being shut all morning, the busiest ride in the park. It's got over an hour's wait. So, in fact, it's down to 40 minutes now. It was an hour on the app. We now need to try and find the disabled entry area, which doesn't seem immediately obvious from here. But it seems like there's a massive queue even for the priority entrance. So I think we're going to go and try something else and loop back round maybe. Because, yeah, we don't really fancy... I mean, that queue looks as long as the main queue. I feel like it can't be that long all day, surely. In other news, though, we have remembered the third thing we meant to do today, which was ride the train. So, new plan, heading back to Frontierland. Going to try and get on the big boat. And there's also a train station there. So, Frontierland seems to be the spot. That's also where we're having our dinner tonight in 3.5 hours. So we don't need to worry about that just yet. But we'll head there, do what we've got to do there, and then we can loop back here later on today. When we left Captain Jack's, this way, when we left Captain Jack's restaurant yesterday at about 5 o'clock, there wasn't a massive queue like that outside it. So I'm fairly confident it's not always like that. I think it's just particularly busy now because the ride has been closed for most of the day and it's only just opened. So let's ignore it for now. There you go, we are in the queue, ready to get on to the riverboat thingy and pretend we're in Red Dead Redemption, because that's literally what I did last time. I'm going to drag Anna up to the top so we can stand at the front, because it's awesome. And last time we were here, she had to stay downstairs in one of the cabin things.
In the cabin?
Yeah, because that's all Andy wanted to do, whereas I went upstairs, and it is really cool up there. You really do feel like you're in a video game, you're in the Wild West. I was wearing a cowboy hat as well, which definitely helped. I feel like I should go fetch that and my leather jacket and go full cowboy. Well, any plans we might have had to go on Big Thunder Mountain after this seem to have disappeared because it's currently being evacuated. It was closed this morning as well, so I think they are having some technical issues on a few of the bigger rides today. That's Pirates of the Caribbean, Hyperspace Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain, all being closed for some or all of the day. Glad we're not big roller coaster people. Well, after a very welcome sit down in the shade, it is 27 degrees here now. It's nearly October. France is mad. But after a nice little sit down, we are on the boat, and the view from up here, even before it's moved, is awesome. You get a much better look at Frontierland and some of the Halloween stuff that they've got set up in there. And also we can see where Big Thunder Mountain was evacuated, and the train is just stopped partway around, and also the Haunted Mansion where we went yesterday. And I just said to Anna on the way up, the Haunted Mansion looks awesome from the outside. I wasn't that impressed with it on the inside. I don't know that we'd worry about doing that one again. But yeah, this is cool. You get to see stuff up here you can't see any other way in this park. So there we have a completely motionless Big Thunder Mountain. That is what it's called, isn't it? I keep calling it that. I realise I'm already going to have got abuse in the comments a few days ago for getting the Haunted Mansion's name wrong. I don't need any more of it. It's called the Haunted Mansion. That dog is making a lot of noise. The guy with a beard needs to give him a fish, who, by the way, has been fishing for at least 18 months at this point, because he was there last time we were here too. So you get round to this bit and it's mad, it doesn't even feel like you're in Disneyland anymore. I think that's why I like this. It's just a nice little break from the chaos of the day, which, to be fair, we have already had if we went back for a swim like 3 or 4 hours ago. This is our second little break from the chaos. And that is a lovely breeze, very welcome. And there we have all of the dinosaur bones. And there is a geyser there somewhere that might squirt in a minute. Maybe there's not. Anytime, there it is. I knew it was there somewhere. Excellent stuff. If that wants to squirt over here, I wouldn't be upset about it. Loads of birds just having a rest on a fake rock, which is great. And then we head back round towards Frontierland again. This runs about every 20 minutes. And like I say, if the day's getting all a bit too much for you, this is a nice little way to chill out for a bit. It's good. I like it. Anna's bored out of her mind. There's not enough going on, is there? But I like it, and I like that. And you can also see the castle from here. What of a ride. We saw the Tower of Terror when we were over that way, and you can also see the top of the castle as well. There's no other ride where you can see both of those on it. That's awesome. Better look at the dinosaur bones as well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This is also the best angle from anywhere in the park to get a shot of the Haunted Mansion. It does look really cool. This is why I wanted to go on it. It's when we saw this last year from here. We'd never been on it before. I'm just like, that looks like one of the coolest rides I've ever seen. And we are now back in the Riverboat Landing. Okay, now I'm really confused because there was a t-shirt in the shop there that had Phantom Manor on it. So is it Phantom Manor? Is it Haunted Mansion? Does it really matter? Again, here in big letters, Phantom Manor. So maybe it is the Phantom Manor and the one in America is the Haunted Mansion. So maybe it's this video I've been getting it wrong. Who knows? I don't know if Frontierland is just the one they finished Halloweening up first, or if this is just the best Halloween area. But this is very, very cool. The way everything is so Halloweened up in this area. So here we go then. The Frontierland Depot. Get ourselves on the train. The train is awesome. It's a great way to see loads of the park really quickly. It's good stuff. It's like 4 stops as well, so you can use it to get around the park quite quickly as well. Okay, change of plan again, because they've just said it's at least a 40-minute wait, possibly another 40 on top of that. If the one in 40 minutes is full, they've only got one train running, and it's 5 o'clock. We don't really want to be waiting there for an hour and a half. So I think we're going to head back to the hotel and just have a little hour's nap. We've got to be back in Frontierland in 2 hours, but one of the benefits of staying in the on-resort hotels, I guess, is that we can nip back in 10 or 15 minutes, lie down for an hour, and still be back in time for dinner. Easy peasy. And we've got 2 more days. We can go on that train anytime. What I'm learning, and normally people who've been to Disney like 5 times before, like we have, would know this stuff, but we've never really done trips like this on our own, so we're not usually in the park in the afternoon. We've always got in really early, and then Andy has had enough by like lunchtime, so we go back to the hotel for a few hours, decompress, and then we come back around this time, probably evening time, for the evening stuff. What we've learnt today by having our break earlier and then coming back in the park at like 2-3 o'clock is everywhere's mega busy in the afternoon. So we're just adding to our list of things that we'll either do tomorrow morning or Friday morning, and it'll be fine.
It's like Andy had an internal thing.
Yeah, I think he knew. He'd probably done more research than us.
Probably.
So yeah, he knew. So yeah, we'll head back to the hotel for a bit. We'll check back in with you again when we're back in Frontierland for dinner. It'll be like we never left, as far as you're concerned. So we've made it into the Silver Spur Steakhouse. It smells fantastic in here. There are flame grilled steaks happening directly behind me right now, and I just want to dive over there and eat them straight out of the flames. But we've got on our meal plan again a lovely 3-course meal coming, which I will show you when it arrives. So this is a cowboy platter, which has got various Tex-Mexy type bits, and Anna's got a boring salad.
Silver salad.
A silver salad, okay. I think mine looks better. Doritos are better than lettuce. And there we have main course, which is steak and various bits of rabbit food. Steak looks good though. Yum, yum, yum. And then for dessert, caramelized pecan pie, which looks sensational. Yeah, obviously we're both having this, because how do you not have pecan pie when it's available? Well, you can add wandering around the park after the sun has gone down. That's something we've never done before. The only times we've ever been in the park at this time have been when we've been waiting for the illuminations, which do start in like 5 minutes over in that bit of the park. We're not going to watch them tonight, we saw them last night, but it's quite cool. That's the riverboat. Big Thunder Mountain is working again. I didn't realise the rides ran right up until close of park. I thought they started winding the rides down when they started getting set up for the illuminations. This must be a great time to get on the rides with almost no queue. Another thing we've just learned that should have been obvious to anyone who's actually given it any thought, the best time to come in all the shops is when everyone else is watching the illuminations. This is a main street shop. We've never seen them this empty. We are just having a proper browse, which we've not been able to do at all so far because they're always so busy. This bag, by the way, if I was into Loungefly, I would absolutely have one of those. I've never been at this end during the illuminations or anything before. It gets loud. But look how cool it is. All Halloweened up now. I don't know how they've done it, but I noticed the stuff that was at the top on Main Street that I mentioned this morning would be all the way down by the end of the week. It's all the way down now, so they've done it during the day somehow. But yeah, you can see witches' hats on top of the street lights. Everything's orange. It's very cool. I like it a lot. And Anna would like to point out she's just got some new ears, which, well, they did discounted ones because they're the 30th anniversary ones, so they were 40% off. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Another new learning point, and possibly a spoiler for the video that will be coming out in a few days from Studios. Last time we came, Studios closed at like 5 p.m. and was done, and then everyone went over to the main park. I did notice that Studios was now open till 9 p.m. as well. And we've just come out and there's fireworks coming off the Tower of Terror. There's definitely something going on over there. So I think they now do a display over there as well in the evening. We will double check on the app. We're having our Studios Day tomorrow. So we might well have some of that. Is that new? Has that always happened? I'm very confused. It could be an Avengers thing, I don't know, but there's definitely a proper fireworks display going on in there. And they've got lasers and stuff. They're lighting up the Tower of Terror. That is cool. And we will make sure, if that's a thing that happens every night, that we're in there for that tomorrow night. Because they do stay open till 9 now. They go lasers coming off it and all sorts. That looks cool. Very, very cool.